of my boots. Leaves scatter like broken truths. Sky burns red where the day meets the ash, chasing shadows through the canyon. shadows too long. Leaves like fire falling, but the flame is gone. Sky bruised deep and heavy, nothing here steady, nothing here strong. Falling leaves of rust crumble under us. Who do you trust when it all turns to dust? from echoes of the fall. Echoes of the fall. Can't escape them, hear them call in my bones. Through it all, echoes of the fall. Echoes of the fall. Footsteps fading into the night. Moon hangs heavy, pale ghost light. No answers here, no one to blame. The season changes, stays the same. Stays the same. Echoes of the fall. Echoes of the fall. Can't escape them, hear them call in my bones. Through it all, echoes of the fall. Echoes of the fall. Dustbins in the canyon cracks. Shadows stretch long, pull me back. Sky bleeds red, the night's attack. Where's the road I lost? Where's the track? Rust on the wind. Rust on the wind. Leaves fall down, the world spin. Rust on the wind. Rust on the wind. We're all breaking, where to begin? Boots on the gravel, heartbeat slow. Fingers numb, nowhere to go. Moon hangs low, heavy like lead. Words I spoke better left unsaid. Echoes chase me, never kind. Time won't stop, won't rewind. Rust on the wind. Rust Rust and gold, rust and gold, stories untold. Rust and gold, rust and gold, bury me Shadows stretch long on the desert Every step forward feels like before. The past is a ghost I can't Dust in the boots, wind in the throat, a sky of copper, clouds hang and glow. Leaves on fire, they dance and burn. The wheel of seasons, it turns and turns.
Shadows stretch, they pull me thin. Where does it end? Where did it begin?
Falling leaves
crooked nail. Stars don't speak, they only wail. Rust on steel, blood on sand. Time slips loose like a broken bell. just a dream, dream, dream.
Falling shadows, falling slow. Where do they go? Where do they go? Falling shadows on the run, chasing the night, stealing the sun. Chasing the night, stealing catch in the air, it stings the tongue. A hymn for the lost, a dirge unsung. Echoes collide where the bell once rung. Twin voices scream through the autumn air. One for the lost, one for the despair. Guitars cry out like a wolf in the night. Bass pounds heavy like a fist in a fight. Like a fist in a fight.